Hey there, Scorpio. It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. I am doing a December 2019 love reading just for shits and grins because I felt like it. So thanks for joining me. Let's see what's going on. I'm using the Tarot of Sexual Magic. These are really fun cards, I think. They do have nudity on them, so if you don't like that, please stop watching and don't leave a comment. Very aggressive today. Is that what I want? Okay. At the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. So for me in a love reading, this would say that either in the past or currently you and your partner need to work on the give and take of the relationship. It could in some ways have become, or maybe it's always been, one person seems to pull more weight than the other. And so we'll have to see what the other cards say to fill in the rest of the narrative. But, oh God, I'm almost getting that one of you is unsatisfied sexually. And, and this happens a lot, in other parts of the relationship, you feel like you pull more weight, or they, I guess it can be vice versa. And so that translates into the bedroom, because if you feel like you're already pulling all the weight or a lot of the weight in the relationship, you then don't want to have to perform and still do more there. Something like that. Five of Pentacles. I really like this card in this deck. That looks like such a romantic scene. You could have a crush on a musician. Ooh, and the King of Wands, my favorite. So he's super fiery and passionate. And if you're dating, don't get hung up on gender, but if you're dating this energy, they are really exciting and inspirational. They get you moving, they get you doing stuff. They definitely want to be with someone who has their own interests and identity and is just is, what's the word? This king isn't going to necessarily want to be with someone who, they want to be with someone that has a passion, I guess it's the best way to say it. Like maybe a musician, for example, someone who's, even if their job isn't, their career isn't their passion, they want someone who's, they're going to be attracted to someone who's really into working out or their art or, music or volunteering or a cause that's attractive to them, and they like to in return inspire people like that. They're very sexual and yeah, they like to have a lot of sex. Let's just put it that way. So this Five of Pentacles is usually a card of a lack mentality. But in this deck, I just don't see it this way. But I do see it a little bit as, I kind of get the feeling that these people are sharing a brief, passionate moment that perhaps their relationship is on the down low. Do people say down low anymore? I still do. I've given up trying to be cool decades ago. I don't think I ever was cool. I tell my son I was, but I wasn't. Like stealing away at a party for a kiss, like haven't been ready to bring the relationship out in the open. It could be that maybe this is a boss figure, because this is a mature, older person. Doesn't have to be older, but a mature person. I'm going to move these because they're in the way. Let's see what these next group of cards. Oh, the Lovers. There you go. And what's this? Oh, Knight. So passion. Very passionate. Yeah, okay. For some of you, and this isn't for all of you, you may feel like you're competing for someone because of the Lovers card. The Lovers card is about choice. It's about, you can look at what truly are your priorities by where you commit and spend your time and energy. So if you're spending your time and energy at work, that's your main priority. And I know we all have to pay the bills and everything. If you choose going out with your friends more than staying with your partner, then your friends are more of a priority, and vice versa if it was the other way around. So you have to see where, it's one thing to say I do at your wedding, but it's how you make all those little choices every day for the rest of your life you're with them that shows your true commitment. That's where the hard stuff begins, right? Excuse me, I'm still getting over a cold. Yeah, going back to that give and take, you want someone that's passionate, that's going to pull their weight and do the work and sweep you off your feet and make the effort. That's going to be what your choice is, because I almost see her like, okay, if I want to have an orgasm, I have to do it myself. It's really what I'm getting. And so you want someone that's Five of Cups. Yeah, something just didn't work out. I do see maybe an affair situation, but that's not for everyone at all. Maybe you're making a choice, because I didn't even say what this reading was. I think I said it was for December. This is for a 2020 overview. Good God. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. A choice will have to be made this year. And the choice will be to the person that inspires you. Here's this King of Wands, and this is his energy. Someone that inspires you and breathes like a spark back into your life. You're like, get your mojo back. All right, let's see what's going on here. Four of Cups. I don't really know what's going on with the scissors, the magnet, and the coin in this down here. Let's see what the other card is. Queen of Cups. Yeah, the Queen of Cups is just feeling the love. She's letting it in. No, she doesn't get swept away, but she feels her feelings and allows them. She doesn't shut down. I mean, that's you, Scorpio, the Cups energy. She feels her intense feelings, but I feel like this time, because this Four of Cups can be unrequited love or someone who's just lukewarm about things or sort of flat, versus this passionate card. So I think you're done with the flat, with the having to pull the weight and do the work, and you want someone who's going to be intent on you, basically. and you can tell he's interested in satisfying her. He's not just getting his. Yeah, passion coming back. And it could be that you're able to, if you have a current relationship, breathe life back into your own relationship. I was just listening to uh, an interview with Matthew Hussey, and they were talking about, what was it? Um, Kind of that same thing like the lover's card about making the choice all the time. But he said some people have many relationships. I think he was talking about Esther Perel, who's amazing. Go see her TED Talk. And sometimes those many relationships are with different people, but sometimes those many relationships are with the same person, and you recreate your relationship over and over again. And that if you can do that, you can keep it fresh. Um, but I'm not so sure you're going to be able to revive, I don't know, revive the relationship where you feel like you pull all the weight. Sometimes you have to check and make sure that that's not like a controlling thing. Like, if I don't do it, it won't be done right. Which is making me laugh in the case of sex. But I feel like that's what you're doing. You're like, well, I'll have to take care of it. But I don't know, this musician here, let me know. I see you guys like stealing away. Um, I do feel, and this isn't always the case, these honeymoon period relationships don't necessarily lead to true love because it's lust, not love. But I do see it settling into a really comfortable and mutually exclusive relationship. But anyone that's just not truly available, I mean, you can see he's turned away. I mean, they're kind of pointing and looking, but he's turned away. This is someone who's not open to receiving your love and affection, truly. Maybe for a second, but not, he's not open. They are not open. So don't waste time on people where you feel like you're putting all the effort in. Because if they're not willing to invest in you, then that's your answer. They're not invested. So you wouldn't keep putting your money in somewhere that it keeps just losing. You're going to want to at least put it somewhere stable, which maybe not seeing anyone at all, and then find someone who matches your investment. And this person is not. So if you're ever trying to figure out, oh, do they like me? Do they want it? Then you kind of have your answer. Not do they like you, but are they interested? Like, what's the status of our relationship and things like that. If you have to spend a lot of time trying to figure that out, and it's not the first couple weeks or something, then you have your answer. They're not really invested. But again, I do see with these two Wands cards finding that person that can match your deep Scorpion, intense type of relationship, which is pretty cool because you haven't had that in the past. It's been more one-sided. You're definitely put more of the effort in, and I don't see that. I see you finding a good match for you. Maybe a fire sign, which is not always the best match, but it doesn't mean, I mean, you never know with someone's chart. They can have all sorts of other stuff. It so there are too many factors to blanketly say fire and water don't mix. Okay, guys, well, thank you so much for joining me. And again, sorry, this was an overview love reading for 2020. And I'll see you at the next video. I have been starting daily readings if you want to check those out. Otherwise, I'll see you at the next reading. Take care.